Hey guys, my name's Richard and welcome to today's video. Now if this is your first time to our channel and scuba diving is your interest, then do make sure you check out our video library of all our latest product reviews. Now, action cameras, they're all the rage at the moment and there's never been more choice, especially if you're a scuba diver. You've got the Paralens dive camera with its colour correcting software. You've got the GoPro range with its latest release, the GoPro 8. But it's this that I want to focus on today. It's the DJI Osmo Action. Now we just borrowed this from the guys over at Mike's Dive Cameras, over at Mike's Dive Store. Took it out to Italy for the weekend to dive at Y40. And I want to spend this video telling you 3 reasons why you should be buying one of these. It's pretty obvious that the first time you hold the Osmo Action that there is a screen on both the front and the back of the unit. This will come as no real surprise as the GoPros have been doing this for years, but the front screen is a full-on colour screen displaying the image the camera is recording. Activating the front screen couldn't be easier. By tapping the rear screen with 2 fingers, you will switch the view to the front, or a long press on the side quick shot button will allow you to switch if you have the camera in an underwater housing and you can't touch the screen. Yes, the screen might be small, but it's super helpful for allowing you to frame your shot correctly, and it's absolutely perfect for selfies and vlogging. To be honest with you, I think the GoPro guys have missed a massive trick here with the GoPro 8. I've read that you can buy a mod to go on the GoPro 8 as a front-facing screen. But I think it's about £80, so it's a significant cost on top of already purchasing the camera, when actually the DJI Osmo Action has one built in already. As with anything we review, I haven't read the instructions on how to use the Osmo Action. I prefer to learn as I go because it gives me a much better feel on how easy something is to use. The 2 buttons on top of the unit are your power on and off button and your record button. The quick shot button on the side takes you into the menus where you can select video, HDR video, slow motion, time lapse and finally photo. From there the touchscreen interface becomes child's play. In all 5 of these modes, swiping from the left edge of the screen will take you into the playback mode. Swiping down from the top of the screen takes you into the settings where you can change everything from the date, the time and even voice control. Swiping from the right edge allows you to change and set your exposure and your ISO settings. And if you're in HDR video mode, you can set the white balance and the auto white balance. Turn the D-warp on and off, and finally choose between .mp4 and .mov formats. Swiping up from the bottom of the screen will give you options depending on what mode you're in. In video and HDR video, you can set your resolution and frame rates. In slow motion, you can set the resolution and speed. In time lapse, you can set the interval and duration of your recording. And finally, in photo mode, you can select your image ratio and set any required countdown timer. I'm astounded as to how easy they've made this to use. It really is foolproof. It's impossible to get lost in the menus or be confused with what you're doing. Now my 3rd reason for purchasing the DJI Osmo Action is for the Rock Steady feature. Now Rock Steady is DJI's version of its image stabilization technology, and you would think that seeing as DJI's main staple is drones and gimbals, that they would be pretty good at image stabilization. And you know what, you would be absolutely right. Rock Steady isn't available in every resolution and frame rate option, but you will find it in everything from 1080p to 4K and from 24 to 60 frames per second. Basically it's available in everything other than time lapse and slow motion, but you really notice the difference. So I've got the Rock Steady turned on. I'm just holding the camera in my hand. I haven't got it on a gimbal or anything like that, and I've got the front facing screen turned on so I can see what's in frame. So we're just going to have a little walk around the house downstairs. Just holding my arm out in front of me, so there's obviously movement in my arm, but when we play the video back, you should be able to see that there is it's much smoother. You should see that the video is much smoother, and there shouldn't be a huge amount of jolt each time I take a step. So let's try it with the Rocksteady turned off. So again, I've got the front facing camera turned on so I can see what's in frame. Without the Rocksteady on, we'll have a little walk around. And you should, when you compare the two videos, notice that there is much more of a jolt in the movement of the camera each time I take a step. It's because there's no image stabilization turned on. So therefore, the picture that's recorded back looks a little bit more jolty. So we're just going to have a little walk around the house downstairs. Just holding my arm out in front of me, so there's obviously movement in my arm, but when we play the video back, you should be able to see that it's much smoother. You should see that the video is much smoother, and there shouldn't be a huge amount of jolt. Now, there are a ton of other features that make this a great action camera. It's waterproof to 11 meters without any dive housing. The little door on the side has got a little seal inside that stops any water ingress into the memory card and charging slot. The lens on the front of the camera unscrews, allowing you to change it for other filtered lenses in the range. It's got a speech control function, allowing you to control the camera with your voice, and the HDR video is absolutely superb. I would definitely use HDR video as your normal go-to when recording rather than using standard video. Here you can see a clear difference in the quality of footage between standard and HDR. It's also definitely worth calling out the DJI Mimo app that the DJI OSMO Action connects to. I'm going to review the app in a separate video, and I'm going to pop a link to it here, and I'm also going to pop a link at the end of this video. So all in all, the DJI OSMO Action is a very good portable action camera. Is it a contender for the GoPro series and the GoPro 8? 100% it is, and it's a lot cheaper. Check the guys out at Mike's Dives Cameras. They've got this on sale at the moment. It's some great offers on as well, so make sure you go take a visit. That's me done, guys. Thanks ever so much for watching. As always, if you found this video useful, hit that like button and drop any comments down below. And if you'd like to see more from us, the subscribe button is down below in the description. Give it a little punch, hit that little bell icon to be notified when we upload any videos in the future. But until then, take care. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.